From the dawn, back at it again. This time in the countryside. Shout out Jason Aldean, Morgan Wallen, and Dana White. I could've just retired in peace. I could've been golfing with my niece. I could've been chilling on the beach. But I got too much love for the streets. Hey, let's make America great.
Come on, y'all!
For every religion and race.
Woo!
Yeah, men don't have a vagina. The radical left works for China. All I ever wanted for the USA was a good economy for your family. Protect the southern border, make a place that's safe for your kids to go outside and play. Look at San Francisco, take a look at LA. Look at New York City, man, it just ain't the same. We all know the radical left is to blame for weaponizing your religion and race. Nancy, tell me how that house is so fancy, but you only...
Yeah, I was ready, they didn't have my back. They were petty, I stayed in my bed. On that petty, I brought it right back.
I couldn't wait to check this out with you guys, man. My beautiful patriots, brothers and sisters, beautiful people around the world. I hope everybody is blessed, well, healthy, and that nothing but the best is going on in all you beautiful people's life, man. Happy Mother's Day. Well, early Mother's Day, but happy Mother's Day, man. And I'm telling y'all, man, when y'all go out in the public, go out, just be nice, man. Be kind to people. And if you're in the stores or whatever, and you see somebody, you see a mom, tell them happy Mother's Day, man. The simple things matter, y'all. A simple, kind gesture, smile goes a long way, man. You don't know how you're impacting somebody's day, man. So happy Mother's Day, all our mothers, grandmothers out there. I'm telling y'all, the most strongest of them all, the woman, y'all. The strongest of mankind, the human race is the woman, y'all. The woman is so strong and powerful. I want y'all to know that. You know, most people don't even know that. They are so strong and powerful, man. The woman, y'all, yes. So love to our mothers out there, man. Happy Mother's Day. And again, y'all, I'm wishing everybody a happy Mother's Day right now as we speak. I've been wishing it for over a week now because I love all my mothers out there, man. Yes, indeed. And all I got left now is my mom because my dad passed away a couple months ago. So, you know, it's almost been a year. So, you know, still healing from that, man. And probably never heal, but that's a part of life. I want y'all to know that, man. And I tell y'all, we're here in a very fast time travel, so do not take time for granted. This is why I'm always wishing the best in all you guys' life, man. And that this world can just, so that we can change things around, man. Spread the love, you know. A lot of nasty things are going on right now. And, you know, people don't even care to wake up tomorrow. That's how bad things have got, man. The suicide, depression, anxiety rates, you know, all-time high. Went out yesterday, you know, homeless veterans. I mean, it's sick what we're seeing out there, man. Over here in my hometown in Houston, it's disgusting. And I know it's not even just over here. It's around the world, man. People are struggling. Nasty things are going on. People are barely hanging on, man. So I encourage you to spread the love. But anyways, let me stop yapping and rambling. I know some of y'all get tired. Y'all want me to just get straight into the video. So this is going to be good, y'all. Let's go and jump straight in, man. I love that Judge Jeanine was inside the courtroom, y'all. Inside the courtroom. I mean, they have turned our country into just a laugh. People are laughing. This is embarrassing, man. You know, this is disgusting. When we've been covering all of this corruption, you guys, you know, this shouldn't even be taking place, man. And and we see now everything is falling apart in real time, falling apart. We're taking wins left and right. And not only that, this has been some of the best campaigning, and a lot of people are waking up, even never Trumpers, people that wasn't even going to vote at all. People that weren't even going to vote at all are going to be celebrating with us in November, cracking open the cold one. We got somebody got to bring. Make sure you bring something for the vegans. I need y'all to bring that brisket, that barbecue, you know. And Samantha, you better not burn that apple. Last time you made apple pie, you cooked it too much now. And Elizabeth, that macaroni and cheese, some of y'all complained about the macaroni and cheese in 2016. So Elizabeth, we don't know if you're gonna be on macaroni and cheese duty. And Jennifer, we not making no more green bean casserole this year. Just bring regular green beans. Let's jump straight in, y'all.
If you thought a porn star on the stand was bad, wait till next week when full-on felon Michael Cohen.
Jesse just goes, if you thought a corn star was bad, it is bad. It is terrible. This is ridiculous what we're seeing, man. Just watch how he opens up.
If you thought a porn star on the stand was bad, wait till next week when full-on felon Michael Cohen lets loose. Donald Trump wrapping up the 15th day of his hush money trial by ripping his horrible gag order.
Everybody can say whatever they want. They can say whatever they want, but I'm not allowed to say anything about anybody. If anything's mentioned against certain people, and you know who they are, certain people, anything's even mentioned, he wants to put me in jail. And that could happen one day, and I'd be very proud to go to jail for our Constitution. They have had more than 20 prosecutors sitting there over the fact that somebody paid a lawyer, and in paying the lawyer, so it was a legal expense, that somebody happened to be me. This is what the case is about.
Next on the docket, it's the convicted liar turned TikTok influencer Michael Cohen, who's set to testify Monday. While Trump's lips are forced shut, the judge is going easy on Cohen, asking prosecutors to tell the loudmouth to pipe down. Problem is, it's a little too late for that.
Nope. I won't be able to see you without him.
Every night, defense and the prosecution is watching your live and storing it. Do you ever think about just saying,
I don't care. There's nothing that I say. That whatever they want to ask me, they could ask me.
While key witnesses have been teeing off on Trump with some trash talk, the liberal media is salivating over the thought of gagging anyone who simply breathes in Trump's inner circle.
We know that Donald Trump is under a gag order, and yet you have someone close to him who would like to be potentially his vice presidential running mate saying the judge's daughter is a political operative who raises money for Democrat. And is there anything Judge Merchan can or should do about people who are close to Donald Trump saying things that maybe he can't?
I don't think so, Chris.
Okay.
It's ridiculous.
So, Judge, you were back in court today. Tell us about it.
Well, okay. There's so much to want to know. Let me tell you something.
Y'all know we love Judge Jeanine, so she's gonna put her foot down, y'all. Right now, she's gonna put her foot down. If you missed our video we just posted previously, she put our foot down, and again, it is. Oh man, it's just a complete show now. It is a complete show. You know? And they need to be held accountable, man. Disbarred. They need to be investigated. They need to be hands behind your back. For real, man. This is what the world has come to, man. This is what they do to you. This is how corrupt it is. Kangaroo, kangaroo, kangaroo.
I'm sitting in that courtroom, and I'm looking at the judge, a guy who's wearing a robe, literally saying to the prosecutor, Mr. Prosecutor, could you tell Michael Cohen that I asked you to tell him not to talk? Talking about a spineless wonder. All right. The judge does not want to gag Michael Cohen. He refuses to because he's part of this whole conspiracy to convict Trump. The truth is, if you're going to gag Donald Trump, which you don't have a right to do in this case, you've got to gag Michael Cohen. Everybody knows that. The ordinary American out there knows it. But when he turned into such a wuss, he said, can you tell him that I'm asking you to tell him, well, are you stupid? Do you not know you're a judge? Not only that, but Alvin Bragg comes in the courtroom. He comes in and he squeezes in a bench next to his bodyguard. The two of them are sitting there. And I'm saying to myself, what the hell are you doing in this courtroom? This is an expired misdemeanor that we don't even know is true. And what you're doing is you're coming in here to make sure that that jury knows this case is important to Manhattan. While there are people in jail who've been sitting in jail for years on violent felonies, murders, rapes, violent felonies, who can't get to trial because of COVID. But you got to try Donald Trump. You got to pull him out real early and give him to a judge who has already established his hatred for Donald Trump. Now, let me tell you more. Today was all about technical stuff.
And some are innocent at that. Yeah, some are innocent at that. Some of those cases are innocent people right now. And we've seen a lot come out recently of people's lives just completely destroyed, especially under these corrupt Anyways, let me stop talking. I know y'all like, Rick, shut up.
A foundation so they could get the tweets in, so they could get the text messages in between Stormy Daniels' assistant and Dylan Howard for AMI, American Media, okay? At the end of it, did Donald Trump have anything to do with this? No. We have been watching for days a nut job who speaks to dead people, who thinks she lives in a haunted house, who wants to take up reading tarot cards, who wants to make America horny again. And you want to make this woman a main witness when she's prejudicial per se. Lawyers know what I mean by that. Now we're getting a serial liar, as a federal judge called him, a serial perjurer, a whole case about whether or not payments were made to reimburse this serial liar for what? Nobody can tell us what they're for. And then we had Madeleine Westerhout. She said the checks would come from Manhattan. He'd barely look at them. He'd just sign them, and then they'd go back. And so he wasn't examining this stuff. She said he was a multitasker. Donald Trump would be on the phone. He'd be signing checks. He'd be talking to people. He's signing checks. You can't even show if he signed the check that he knew what he was signing, other than Rona sent it to him. And Rona had no knowledge of the agreement, allegedly, between the woman who lies for a living, lays for a living, and lies for a living. Well,
wow, I like post-courtroom Judge Jeanine. Shot out of a cannon. Kennedy,
shot out of cannon, baby.
Judge Jeanine is absolutely fired up. And it just goes to show you how politically charged and emotionally charged this case is. And if this were such a big deal, why are we trying it 8 years later?
8 years.
You know, it made me wonder, if that's the case, are Alvin Bragg and, Matthew Colgarten or whatever. Colangelo. Are they going to collude in 8 years to put Hunter Biden on the stand? I think we have about as much chance of seeing that as we do Miss Daniels regrowing her cherry and putting it in her Shirley Temple.
Oh! Wow. I'm thirsty all of a sudden, Greg.
This is Friday.
It is Friday, and it hasn't even started yet. I love how...
You gotta love the five, man.
The media demands that we treat the content of this trial with utmost seriousness. No, you treat it with the seriousness it deserves.
Exactly.
Which is none, right?
We've been laughing the whole time, y'all.
The actual charge isn't being discussed, where instead you have a porn star babble about a tryst that took place years ago, one that, by the way, is legal, and then you tell us, you need to take this crap seriously. This would not pass muster on People's Court. Judge Wapner and his bailiff Rusty would have this dismissed before Rusty Burrell. They would dismiss it before Doug Llewellyn gets his hair styled. I'll tell you what I do take seriously: the intent of the trial and the ability of the government to make this happen. This is not a legitimate law. It's quote, even by their standards, unprecedented. This is an attempt to use their phrase, steal democracy. And they're trying to camouflage their lack of real substance with a porn star sex chat that the media gobbles up like cheap Ritalin. It is ironic that it must be ironic to Stormy, that Trump's facing all these gag orders, given that was always part of her job description.
It really is Friday, isn't it?
Yeah.
Good to be back around the table.
Good to have you.
Judge, I was interested. One question before I have my little take on it.
Oh, yeah.
Did you think we have had a position around the table, and those of us, I think the country, if you look at some of the polling, that Mr. Trump is winning in the trial? Put aside the things that you were talking about, the substance of it, because whether you think he should be charged or not be charged, whether the case should have been brought or not, whether Alvin Bragg sat where he sat in the courtroom, did you think that Mr. Trump had a good day legally, if you were just trying to assess this from a legal standpoint?
I think he had a good day legally today and yesterday when I was there. The issue is whether or not the jury is. See, I think he had a good day legally because I know it's not probative, it's not relevant.
But looking at the jury, you've been in a lot of courtrooms, you've seen a lot of juries.
I've read a lot of juries, right, and that was my expertise. Unless you don't think I could try a case, but in any event,
that's what I'm asking because that's still some points I want to make.
That jury's sitting there; they're tired. They are tired of hearing about business records and laying the foundation. So it caught them on a day that was relatively boring. But I don't think they have any idea why they're there other than to be told Donald Trump's a bad guy. And that's what worries me.
Wow. So that was my thing. A couple observations. First, President Trump is a fighter. Everyone knows that. And I think he resists any efforts to restrict himself, whether it be in business, politics, and he certainly is demonstrating that in the court. My objection to the way he is behaving in the court is that there are rules in the court. I tried to explain a little bit last week. I think President Trump may have not done any of the things that they are suggesting that he did in the courtroom. And I think litigating that in the courtroom is more appropriate, number one. Number two, I guess if you think about it politically, the question becomes, is this having any impact on the really small group of voters in the 5 or 6 states that will make or decide this election, as that same group decides just about every presidential election? And I don't know the effect of that. But the real issue for the prosecution is Mr. Cohen. Next week he will come to this courtroom. He has said things. I've been curious, Judge, why Judge Merchan has not asked him to refrain or to restrict some of his language. But then again, he's a witness. I would think if I were a defense team lawyer, and you had witnesses like this coming before who were the prosecution's witnesses, this is a dream witness group here because you can cross-examine the daylights out of these people and undermine their credibility. And if Mr. Cohen has, and I don't know him, but if he has the kinds of challenges that has been suggested, and the press reporting of him certainly suggests, as a defense lawyer, a real defense lawyer, you can't wait to cross-examine this guy because you're going to poke holes. So I think the next 3 days in the courtroom, I don't know what the days are they're going to be in court, will be some of the most interesting and I think probably the most dispositive for this case.
I think what will be dispositive is the judge's charge, because I don't think the jury knows what they're focusing on.
No, I mean, this part of the trial, I would agree. Wait to see that. And then that's obviously an appealable thing. I mean, the judge does not give the right charge.
But the appeal won't happen before the election. That's the problem.
But what I'm saying, for the case, Mr. Cohen's testimony next week, this will be the most pivotal and most important.
And they're done next week, by the way.
And that is why.
That's what they're saying.
And that is why Fox is going to be sending Greg Gutfeld to be our representative in the court.
You know why?
Next week.
Because I don't know what the word dispositive means.
Hey, Sean Hannity.
Oh, man. Oh, don't y'all love the 5, and some of y'all glad Tarloff is out. Yeah, I know. We see it in the comments all the time. But, hey, y'all comment down below, you guys. I love y'all. Y'all have an amazing weekend. Happy Mother's Day. Love to our beautiful mothers out there. And I will catch you guys in the next one, man. Peace and love, y'all.